At 12, the news at 5:30 starts right now.
A neighborhood waking up in mourning after discovering a neighbor is dead after an overnight fire. The fire broke out at Sergio's Molino, a restaurant on the west side. As our Jonathan Cotto reports, fire officials believe the victim was the owner.
Well, right now I'm a little bit numb. You know, it really hasn't hit me.
It was an early and cruel awakening for Ernest Palma and his wife Sofia. They live in an apartment in the back of Sergio's Molino and Restaurant. Firefighters responding to the 600 block of Ruiz Street around 2 this morning to find the Molino in flames, burning so hot they couldn't get inside.
She looked outside the window and she noticed that it was engulfed. The flames were like way up there, like maybe 15, 20 feet high in the air.
Fire officials say they quickly learned there was someone inside, but their rescue efforts were met with some challenges.
Now, fire officials tell us this building is an older building and it had additions built onto it over the years. The interior was a maze-like type situation for them, creating a number of challenges as they attempted to fight the flames from the inside.
Once it was safe for entry, firefighters found a 65-year-old man unresponsive. Medics tried to save him, but he died at the scene. Palma believes that man was his boss, owner of the Mexican restaurant, an early bird who would get things in the kitchen started for Sunday's crowd.
I'm the one that comes here the first one. I live in the back. I come at 4 in the morning, and by 3 he's already turning stuff on.
Neighbors say their block just won't be the same without the popular restaurant and the early morning aroma of Mexican food cooking.
You know, we were close. We were real close, and so I just gotta, get myself together and then face reality that he's gone.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
It's been a few days of nothing but sunshine and hot temperatures, but that soon could be coming to an end. Let's check in with meteorologist Katie Blake, who's been keeping a close eye on the radar today. Katie?
Hey, Samuel, thank you. Yes, we do have some rain that's been mainly up in the hill country so far today, but we do have an outflow boundary. That's actually this thin green line here that has just moved through or is just starting to move through the north side of Canyon Lake. This extends northwest of San Marcos, still north of Bulverde and Timberwood Park, moving through Bernie as we speak. This outflow boundary, as they can sometimes do, is actually kick-starting some more thunderstorm activity for us. Now, first things first, there is no severe weather out there, but these thunder showers do have some very heavy rain here and also some flashes of lightning. So if you've got folks on Canyon Lake, make sure they bring it inside. There is a sizable, non-severe storm right along 281. And for our friends in Bernie, a downpour moving through now with a few flashes of lightning. This kick starts an even better chance of rain for us on Monday to start the new work week. We'll take another comprehensive look at radar, and I'll have your forecast for the week ahead coming up in just a bit. Samuel.
Thanks very much, Katie. A strange accident leaves a 3-year-old wounded and a bullet hits a chair. It sent fragments flying, hitting that little boy. Shooting happened this afternoon at a restaurant near South New Braunfels and Southeast Military. SAPD says the boy's mom tossed her purse onto a chair, causing a gun inside that purse to go off. They say the bullet struck the metal on the chair and pieces of the chair then struck the 3-year-old in his ear. The family took the boy to Mission Hills Baptist. PD says the wound is not serious and the boy should be okay. The mom will not face any charges. The community coming together in honor of a mother killed during a standoff Monday night on Roosevelt Avenue. To remind you, this is the case where SAPD say it might have been possible that one of their bullets hit and killed Neda Tijerina while trying to take down the suspect. Today, the family hosted a plate sale that's just wrapping up on the south side, and that's where we find our Jaffin Gray. Jaffin.
Yes, Samuel, that event actually wrapped up at 5 o'clock, little more than 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes ago. But as you can see, several people are still here. Everyone just exhausted with emotion from Tijerina losing her life at the young age of 29. But today, happy memories and support filled that building that you see behind me, where everyone just came out and supported this family on West Malone. Now, with a live DJ and active barbecue pits, the plate sale kicked off earlier this afternoon, and already they have raised thousands of dollars, not just from plates, but donations as well. The family plans to use the money raised for funeral expenses and to support her children left behind. Tijerina lost her life on Monday. San Antonio police responded to a call of her common-law husband, Angel Sanchez, threatening to kill her and himself in front of 3 of her children. When police arrived to that apartment on Roosevelt Avenue, multiple times Sanchez came out with a rifle trying to start a confrontation with police. The last time he pointed a gun at officers, causing them attempt to fire on him. Police said all evidence says that Tijanina died during officers' gunfire, but the medical examiner has not officially said that that was the case. Friends and loved ones say that this situation is something that they hate, but they're grateful to see how many have stepped up to help this family.
To see all the support and love she had, it brings a lot to us. So, I mean, it's a sad story, but her kids are well taken care of now, and everybody's in a mission.
Sanchez was taken to the hospital and is facing 3 counts of aggravated assault on a public servant. Now, tonight at 10, you'll hear from other loved ones who love Tijanina and shares their happy memories, but also hopes her life inspires others, especially in the domestic violence situations. Daphne Gray, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you very much, Daphne. Developing overnight, San Antonio police are looking for a pickup driver who allegedly hit another vehicle, causing it to crash through a construction zone on the northwest side. It happened just before midnight on the Loop 410 access road, not far from Ingram Road and Wurzbach. Police say 2 people were in the car when it was rear-ended by the pickup. As a result, the car crashed into a wall. The driver of the car taken to University Hospital, the passenger treated at the scene. San Antonio police believe speed was the cause of a crash that required the jaws of life to rescue the driver. It happened just after 10 last night on Northwest Military and Wurzbach Parkway. It's on the north side. Police say the white pickup truck lost control, drove through a construction zone, and slammed into a pole. 2 people were inside. The passenger sustained minor injuries. The driver also taken to University Hospital. No other vehicles were involved. Today, White House officials say the country has seen a steady increase in vaccination since July 5th, something that's much needed as COVID cases continue to increase. The Delta variant continues to spread across the country. The U.S. topped 100,000 cases Saturday for the first time since early February. Hospitalizations also on the rise. Austin, a region of 2.3 million people, has fewer than 10 ICU beds available. Now, growing concern for children, many not yet eligible for the vaccine. A Baton Rouge Children's Hospital treating 11 kids with COVID, 6 in intensive care. Florida seeing its highest single-day increase in cases since the pandemic began. Here at home, a couple of upcoming road closures this evening. This is a live look at I-35 downtown from TransGuide. Crews are closing the lower level southbound as well as at least one upper level lane before and after Houston Street for bridge repairs. That's beginning at 8 tonight. It runs through 5 a.m. tomorrow. TxDOT says traffic will need to stay on the frontage roads. The I-10 eastbound ramp to 35 southbound will also be closed. And on the west side, there will be a full closure of Loop 410 northbound between Marbach and State Highway 151, also for bridge work. That begins at the top of the hour. We have more info on these and other closures at KSAT.com. Still ahead, it's a massive forest fire that's claiming innocent lives, but this time it's not in the U.S., but over in Turkey. We have the latest on that dangerous situation. And a crime spree leaves 1 person dead and several others injured in Baton Rouge. Who was attacked and their connection to the suspect. Making headlines today in Baton Rouge, police shot a man accused of going on a crime spree where 1 person was killed and 4 others injured. The incidents began when police say the suspect stabbed both his mother and grandmother. The mother survived, but the grandmother died. Baton Rouge police then say the suspect went to a grocery store where he allegedly shot 3 people and stole a vehicle. After leading police on a chase, they were able to shoot the man. Police say the 4 injured are expected to survive. And at least 8 people are dead as a result of massive forest fires in Turkey. Meanwhile, more than 1,100 people were evacuated by sea from tourist resort towns earlier today. Officials there say evacuations by sea help keep roads open for fire trucks and ambulances. Since Wednesday, 111 fires have started in Turkey, according to the country's Agriculture and Forestry Ministry. 6 of them are still raging in 3 different cities.
All right, outside with live cam, really not much to see out there at this view from the airport right now, but we are looking north where there are some isolated thunder showers pushing south along an outflow boundary. We'll take another look at radar and get you a look at your forecast for the week ahead coming up very shortly. But first, the aquifer is down just 0.2 of a foot in the past 24 hours, and a good look in pollen count today. Both molds and pigweed are low. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, it's the start of a new month, a new week, so we're going to waste no time and get straight to your forecast. I want to start off with a look at rain chances for this week. If you've been with us the past couple of days, we were looking at some scattered activity through about Wednesday and Thursday. Well, I've trimmed back rain chances for a few days this week. In fact, I actually upped tomorrow's chances of rain. So after tomorrow, we'll see a slow drop in our rain chances. So looking ahead, Monday does look like our best day to cash in on a little bit of rain. I'm going to step off quickly and set down just one of my clickers for you here. Now, we've had a scattering of showers and storms moving south across a good portion of the hill country throughout the afternoon. So let's go ahead and pause this. I want to focus on the activity that will be dropping into San Antonio and Bexar County. But first, let's talk about what's going on off to the west. There's some lingering rain across the portions of Edwards County, Rock Springs, down into Real County as well. And some thunderstorms well north of Del Rio. These are trying to move south, so if you're in Del Rio, just keep in mind you may be hearing some rumbles of thunder as the evening goes on. But we're actually going to switch back to our radar site that's in New Braunfels here because I want to look at these non-severe storms that are moving south this evening. Again, along an outflow boundary, and that is this thin green line here that stretches from just north of Kyle, north of San Marcos, now just north of Bulverde through Bernie, and then into a portion of Bandera County. So these outflow boundaries typically do act as a trigger for some shower and thunderstorm development. And that's what we're seeing this evening. So I want to put this in motion for you. These storms slowly popping up and making slow southward progress. Again, there is no severe weather out there, but these storms will be capable of producing some heavy rain and also some flashes of lightning. So before we move on, we'll zoom in a little bit closer here. Again, if you've got friends on Canyon Lake, tell them to head inside because we do have a pretty sizable storm here that's just off to the west of the lake, right along 281. So south of Mystic Shores, maybe even a little bit of very small hail. Hail is not going to be a big issue, but I can't rule out a little bit of small hail, some heavy rain along 281 near Spring Branch. And then as you head off to the west along I-10 and Bernie, some heavy rain, some flashes of lightning there as well. Again, these are fairly typical summertime thunderstorms for us. So we're not, again, overly concerned about a lot of severe weather, but there certainly could be some of these splash and dash thunder showers as we get into the evening hours over the next few hours. So do just keep that in mind. The whole reason for this actually is because we're going to have a stalled frontal boundary drop through the area as we get into the day tomorrow, and that's what's going to keep chances of rain in the forecast. It's actually going to drop south through the Highway 90 corridor tomorrow, and that's why our rain chance will be highest on Monday, and then it drops off a little bit on Tuesday. So here is a look at your FUTURECAST again this evening. A lot of the activity that's out there now will start to wane. However, I don't think it'll get cut off completely, so we're going to hold on to a chance for some lingering showers, maybe a rumble of thunder overnight through early on Monday. As the frontal boundary itself starts to move through mid-morning through about midday tomorrow, that's when we'll see our rain chances pick back up again. Some scattered showers and storms will be possible tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. Then as we get into Tuesday, rain chances will linger, but they won't be quite as high as that front settles down south of the Highway 90 corridor. So that's how things are expected to play out the next couple of days. Before I get to the evening forecast, keep in mind temperature-wise, things will vary a lot depending on whether you've already seen rain. Without rain at the airport, we're at 95, but with some rain in Rock Springs, temperatures are in the 70s. So just keep that in mind this evening. Generally speaking, though, some isolated showers and non-severe storms will be possible as temperatures slowly settle down into the mid to upper 70s by early tomorrow morning. Isolated showers possible early, and then a scattering of some showers and storms tomorrow afternoon with this weak frontal boundary settling in. And we could very easily see our high temperature for the day tomorrow around lunchtime with rain settling in during the afternoon. Samuel?
All right, Katie, thanks very much. And Larry Ramirez is here now with sports, and the Cowboys reaching the end of camp.
Yes, they're getting close to it anyways. And Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch, known as the Wolf Hunter, has something to prove this year after the Cowboys did not pick up his fifth-year option. And the Spurs Summer League squad is ready for Salt Lake City play. Coming up.
Camping with KSAT, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Today marks the last day in pads for the players. Get the day off tomorrow and return on Tuesday to prepare for the Hall of Fame game against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday. With Zeke healthy and ready to bounce back from his worst season stats-wise last year, the Cowboys have been using Tony Pollard as a receiver out of the backfield or as a slot receiver. So what does Pollard think of his expanded role on the offense?
I pretty much have the run game down, and, you know, I'm pretty good on all my run plays and my fits and my aiming points. So now it's just taking my game to the next level, trying to, you know, expand my role.
With more from Cowboys training camp, let's take you live to Cali, where Greg is ready to talk.
Thanks a lot, Larry. You know, the linebacker room is very crowded and playing time is only so much. Leighton Vander Esch had a great rookie season, but since that time, he has missed 13 games with injuries, including the neck and, of course, a broken collarbone. Now the big question is, can he return to his old form? And he's motivated in more ways than one.
I feel the best right now than I have in 4 years during training camp. So I think this is just a testament to the work put in the offseason.
Leighton Vander Esch is a changed man, both mentally and physically, compared to this time last year.
Last offseason, I was coming off my neck, so I couldn't train as much. And even then, I should have trained more, looking back at it. But this offseason, it was go time from the second the season was over for me. It was on that mission that I said I was going to be on. And so in the facility every single day, working out, running, treating my body right, eating better, going and getting therapy on my body, massages, all that stuff. So I think it's paid off.
Vander Esch's man on a mission motivation may also be fueled by the fact the Cowboys decided not to pick up the 5th year of his rookie contract before the season started. So does that mean he has something to prove to the Cowboys coaching staff after only being able to play in 19 games the last 2 seasons, after playing in all 16 his rookie season?
You got to prove yourself every year. You got to prove yourself every snap. That's the mindset you got to have, because if you don't have that and you aren't out there trying to do your best for your teammates and hold yourself to those standards of doing your job every single play and doing it as close to perfection as you can, then why are you even out there?
He was, one of the players that was here the whole offseason. He did a great job in the weight room. I think his body and his movement reflects that. The understanding of a new staff and being here and getting the communication down, because obviously, as a decision maker in the defense, his communication is a primary responsibility for Leighton.
One of the ways Vander Esch has improved his game off the field is changing his diet and giving up some of his favorites, including Raising Cane's.
That's a tough one, but I still love it. I'll still eat it. I just can't, that's maybe a cheat day thing or something for me. But just minimizing it as much as I can and making a conscious effort to be disciplined.
We all make sacrifices, right? Don't forget to join us tonight on Instant Replay right after the night beat. We go one-on-one with the face of the franchise, Dak Prescott. It's our last night in the Dallas Cowboys training camp. Sniff, sniff. Live from California, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Thanks, Greg. The Houston Texans didn't practice today and will resume training camp tomorrow, since quarterback Tyrod Taylor was excused from practice yesterday for family matters. Rookie quarterback Davis Mills got to work with the first-team offense, as did Jeff Driscoll. Mills got extra reps with the ones on Red Zone Day. Head coach David Coley is happy with how the rook is coming along.
Well, he's adjusting well, and today was a really good test for him and Jeff today in practice with going through the red zone, because things are happening so quick and things happening so fast, and we're in that tight confines, and the way our defense is running around and playing around there, I mean, it was great for him to do it. It's a great learning experience for him.
As for QB Deshaun Watson, he's at camp but isn't working in team drills. UTSA got a big verbal agreement today from Central Catholic senior offensive lineman Ben Rios. He holds 18 offers but is staying in town, and is joining his teammate and fellow O-lineman senior DeAndre Marshall, who verbal to UTSA yesterday to the top local offensive lineman class of 2022. Spurs Summer League team held practice today before leaving for Salt Lake City and Summer League play. Spurs recent draft picks Joshua Primo and Joe Wieskamp will join second-year guards Devin Vassell and Trey Jones on the Summer League roster, which currently stands at 17 players. Primo says the last few days have been a whirlwind, but he's excited.
I've been thrown right into it, and I love it. All the guys are good here. We got a good, solid group of hard-playing, good, high-character guys, so it's been fun.
David Robinson's son, Justin, is listed on the Spurs Summer League roster. That is pretty cool. We'll be right back after the break.
The storms we've been watching have pulsed up a bit, so there's a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45 for places like Canyon Lake, Spring Branch, and Bulverde. You can find the latest on the KSAT Weather Authority app. We'll see you tonight on the Night Beat.